Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 5, Lesson 34, and today we take on the verbs that refuse to follow the rules, irregular verbs. Last lesson, regular verbs made life simple. You just added ed. Today's verbs don't do that. They change shape in their own stubborn ways, and you have to know those shapes. But don't worry, they travel in families, and once you meet the families, they get a whole lot friendlier. Let's begin with what makes a verb irregular. In the last lesson, regular verbs behaved beautifully. You added ed to the base form, and you had both the past and the past participle. Walk, walked, walked. An irregular verb refuses that deal. An irregular verb does not form its past and past participle by adding ed. Instead, it changes in its own way. Cut simply stays cut, while go becomes went and gone. There is no ending you can bolt on. These forms have to be learned. But here is the good news. Irregular verbs travel in families, and once you can see the patterns, the list stops feeling endless. Our first family is the friendliest of all, the verbs that never change at all. Take the verb cut. The base form is cut. The past is cut, and the past participle is cut. 3 forms, 1 spelling. Put, set, let, hurt, burst, and cost all behave the very same way. Listen to how it works in a sentence. Yesterday I cut the rope. I have cut it before. The word itself never budges, so the only thing that tells you which form you are looking at is the context around it. A time word, or a helping verb sitting in front of it. The second family changes the vowel, and sometimes a good deal more, but it changes only once. In these verbs, the past form and the past participle are the same word. Bring, brought, brought. She brought the letter yesterday. She has brought it twice this week. Think and thought. Buy and bought. Catch and caught. Teach and taught. Can you hear that same ending ringing through all of them? For this family, you only have to learn one new form, and it covers both jobs. Now the third family, and this one has a little music in it. Here, all 3 forms are different, and the vowel walks from I to A to U. Begin, began, begun. Drink, drank, drunk. Sing, sang, sung. Ring, rang, rung. Swim, swam, swum. Say them out loud and you can hear the pattern marching. In a sentence, I began the book last night, and I have begun chapter 2 already. Once your ear learns that walk, this whole family comes along for free. Family 4 is easy to spot because the past participle ends in en. Break, broke, broken. Speak, spoke, spoken. Choose, chose, chosen. Write, wrote, written. Take, took, taken. Give, gave, given. Notice the shape of it. The middle form stands alone, and the en form is the one that shows up after a helping verb. He wrote the letter. He has written the letter. That little ending is a flag, and it almost always wants a helper standing in front of it. And then there is the last family, which is really no family at all, the truly odd ones. Go, went, gone. Be, was or were, been. Do, did, done. See, saw, seen. Eat, ate, eaten. There is no pattern hiding in there. These verbs simply went their own way centuries ago. The tricky part is that they are also the verbs we use most often, so they turn up constantly. Memorize these 5 and you will dodge most of the mistakes people make with irregular verbs. Now the skill that matters most of all. The past form and the past participle do 2 different jobs. The past form stands completely alone. I saw the comet. No helper in sight, just saw. The past participle cannot stand alone. It needs a helping verb, such as have, has, or had, sitting in front of it. I have seen the comet. Now here is the classic error, and you have heard it 100 times. People swap the 2. I seen it is wrong, because seen always wants a helper. And I have saw it is wrong too, because after have you need the participle, seen. So run this check every time. No helping verb? Use the past form. Helping verb present? Use the past participle. In this first set, look at the sentence and hunt for a helping verb. If there isn't one, the verb stands alone and you need the past form. If there is one, you need the past participle. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The bell blank at noon, from the verb ring. First, hunt for a helping verb. There isn't one, so the verb has to stand alone, and that means the past form. Ring, rang, rung. The answer is rang. She has blank the letter already, from the verb write. And there it is, has, a helping verb. A helping verb calls for the past participle, and the participle of write is written. The answer is written. They blank the whole pie last night, from the verb eat. Scan the sentence for a helping verb. There is nothing. The verb stands alone, so we need the past form. Eat, ate, eaten. The answer is ate. Now each question gives you 2 sentences, and one of them swaps the past form and the past participle. Find the sentence that gets it right. Pause and choose before I answer. Which sentence is correct? Seen is a past participle, and a participle can never stand by itself. It needs a helping verb in front of it. So the first sentence is broken. The correct one is, I have seen the movie twice. Which sentence is correct? The word had is a helping verb, and after a helping verb, we always need the past participle. Rise, rose, risen. Rose is the past form, so it cannot follow had. The correct one is, the sun had risen above the hills. Which sentence is correct? There is no helping verb anywhere in this sentence, so the verb must stand alone, and that calls for the past form. Drink, drank, drunk. Drunk is the participle, so it needs a helper. The correct one is, he drank the water quickly. Let's gather it all up. An irregular verb does not build its past and past participle by adding ed. Those forms change in their own way, and they have to be learned. But learn them in families, and the job shrinks. The no-change verbs, like cut, cut, cut. The same twice verbs, like bring, brought, brought. The 3-form verbs, like begin, began, begun. The en participles, like break, broke, broken. And the truly odd ones, like go, went, gone. And never forget the rule that catches most people. The past form stands alone, while the past participle needs a helping verb in front of it. Say, I saw it, or say, I have seen it, and you will be right every time. Nice work today in Grammar Grade 10. I'll see you in the next lesson.